Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing, back with some more fighting. Make sure you smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest. Now, this proves the statement, it's a cliche statement, but boxing is a business. We just got finished with UFC 211. I did a post-fight video talking about the main event. I thought in a rematch, Stipe Miocic, age 34, he did what he had to do. He beat down Dos Santos, and he did it in a first round knockout, TKO. And he beat him better than Dos Santos beat him in 2014 when they initially fought. When they initially fought, it went to the scorecards, right? And I guess that win, 4 wins in a row, all by first round knockout, beating guys like Dos Santos and Alistair Overeem, things like that, has Stipe fueled. And I just read an interesting article on the mirror.co.uk, link in the description, and some people have talked to Miocic's team, and he says he would like to come over to boxing to fight the UK's Anthony Joshua. And you see James Lynch on Sports said, spoke to a source in the Miocic camp who says are entertaining the idea of him versus Anthony Joshua in a boxing match. Take that for what you will. And I guess he said, oh yeah, 100%, I would love to do that. It'd be great. I'd love to fight Joshua. I think that would be an amazing opportunity against an amazing fighter. And that's, just so you know the background, James Lynch, that tweet, he's an MMA journalist. So, you know what I mean? He's like Ariel Helwani and the other guys that cover the MMA, right? So, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it, I guess you could say. And I guess he said, I think I've got what it takes to give him a run for his money. I might beat him. I know he's tough, but so am I. So, I mean, I love the mind. Win, lose, or draw, I love the mind of these fighters. These mind of these fighters, they're like some of the toughest beings on this planet, right? I don't know how he would do in boxing because the UFC is different. You have to be trained and well-versed in multiple different styles and disciplines to usually be effective. I thought Stipe looked great versus Junior Dos Santos, but that's different than being, the octagon's different from a boxing match. We all know that. Vice versa. You know what I mean? That's like Anthony Joshua or Floyd Mayweather or whatever boxer coming over to the octagon. Different set of rules, different glove size, different game, right? So I really don't know. I like Stipe. I just like his fight game, but I don't know how that would transition to a boxer because some guys are pretty good, like Frank Mir, pretty good boxer, but he actually sparred with Bermane Stiverne, I believe, or was training with him. But does that mean he could beat him in a boxing-only set of rules? We don't know. Now, I do know Stipe has power. Joshua was hurt, so he's not invincible. He was hurt by Klitschko, 41-year-old. So it's a heavyweight division. Anything is possible. And the other thing, lastly, I think it's always amazing to me is like boxing is such a kind of a cutthroat sport to the point where when you become champion or you have a great win like you did, like Joshua just did with Klitschko, it's like the bullseye on your back gets even bigger. People are like, nah, man, I could beat him. You know what I mean? And it's like they want a shot at you and they're calling you out, especially if it's not a flawless performance where it's you dealt with some adversity. We know Joshua did deal with some adversity in that particular fight, right? He dealt with adversity, got knocked down, was winded for two rounds or whatnot. So now it's like everybody, even people that were already calling, like Deontay Wilder, I can honestly say I've heard him call out Wilder heard him call out Joshua multiple times, right? So people like him, he reaffirmed that I will fight Joshua. Let's unify. Come on, let's do it. You hear Luis King Kong Ortiz in the boxing world. He's like, give me my shot. I'm the #1 mandatory. And now you even have UFC fighters in their heavyweight division who are saying, you know what, I think I could beat this guy. He's a hell of a fighter, but so am I. I got heart too. So I don't know if anything would become of this. The link is in the description. Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. It seems that fight and the amount of attention that fight has garnered has people thinking boxing is a business and I could cross over, and as a fighter I'd be willing to cross over. We've seen guys like Jose Aldo, guys like Nate Diaz apply for boxing licenses. Conor McGregor, he was one of the first people to to really publicly declare that he was applying and made headlines. So I don't know, this Mayweather-McGregor is like a huge deal, like a snowball effect. And for all the people saying they wouldn't watch Mayweather-McGregor and they're diehard fight fans, diehard MMA and boxing fans, I doubt it. You know what I mean? I think we'll all watch it. Just like Joshua. If Joshua fought a UFC fighter in Stipe Miocic, if I watched Joshua versus Charles Martin, who I didn't really know much about at the time, and Charles Martin versus Glasgow, and I watched fights like Joshua Eric Molina, then yeah, I would watch a circus fight where it's a heavyweight from the UFC. I mean, who wouldn't? And the thing that's kind of cool about these circus freakish type fights, if they actually do happen, is you got two different communities and two different fan bases actually participating for one event. So just imagine people on the PlayStation Network with Xbox Live coming together for a gaming contest, and you know what I'm saying? It would be interesting. So I want to see. We keep hearing all these UFC versus boxing fights. I want to see one of them. It's just to see what happens, right? And I don't want to like James Toney when he's well past it, even though he just won his fight. Shout out to my dude, Lights Out Tony. But these guys, Stipe, he's steamrolling dudes in the UFC, so maybe he's looking for other challenges. 4 knockouts, four first-round knockouts. He's definitely improved since he lost to Dos Santos, the last guy to beat him in the UFC. Now he thinks he could take on undefeated Anthony Joshua, who should be at an all-time high in terms of confidence. You guys let me know if you think this is feasible. Can Stipe challenge Joshua in pure boxing? Let me know. That's power on power, 2 heavyweights, 2 different sports. Drop that in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.